We have some Saturday morning volleyball coming your way from Pete Henry Gymnasium as the Crestline Bulldogs and Mansfield Senior Lady Tigers search for win number 1 on the early season, and that action is coming your way next.
Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Good morning and welcome to Pete Henry Gymnasium for today's OH Report High School Volleyball live stream of the Mansfield Senior TY Tigers hosting the Crestline Lady Bulldogs. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver. She did such a good job earlier this week at Crestline. At Crestview, we invited her back, so welcome Mackenzie.
Thank you for having me.
These are two teams that, haven't got off on the right foot. Both teams are 0-3. Both teams have only won one set.
Yep.
What are you looking for in this match?
Honestly, it's kind of like every high school volleyball match. We have to find a way to, one, have points in bunches. That starts with a serve. I really like to see serving in, serving tough, making the other team make the mistakes. That takes the pressure off of you, especially when either if you're young or you're having a little bit of trouble finding a win, and first ball contact, whether that be off of a serve or off of a pass. So I think it's going to be a serve and pass game today. I hope and pray for both of these teams that they can find a win. It's still early in the season, so I think we just kind of see what's going to happen.
For Crestline, like I said, they are 0-3. They started off with a 3-0 loss to Upper Sandusky. They then took on Winford, so 2 Northern 10 teams back-to-back, fell 3-0 there, and then fell on Thursday to Riverdale 3-1. As for Mansfield Senior, they started off with Temple Christian, fell 3-1. Then in OCC play, they lost to Mount Vernon, and your Lexington Minutemen, Lady Lex, they fell 3-0 on Thursday.
I forget how much the OCC has changed since I've been in. They've added, who else have they added to the OCC? It's Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon, West Holmes, Ashland, Madison, Lexington, Mansfield Senior, and then next year it's going to be New Philadelphia.
New Philadelphia.
Yeah, yeah. That we
That's
said
an
the same
interesting
thing.
mix. That's
about an hour and a half drive because I take that to go home.
Oh my.
So yeah,
Okay.
it's quite the drive, but hey, that's what they want to do.
They're changing things up. Hopefully for the better. We got to have a competitive conference. Okay.
And we're going to step aside for the national anthem. So now we have played the national anthem, and we are just about ready to go here at Pete Henry as we show you the starters. First off for Crestline, Kirby, Pitt, Higgins, Sipes, Miller, Kaiser, McCullough, Bays, Black, McCombs, and Huffman. And the lineups for the home-standing TY Tigers, the 2 Davises up top, Mitchell, Hudgens, Bullock, Mans, Mason, Addington, Lawhorn, and Langston. Both teams in search of win number 1 here today, this early season matchup.
This should give them some confidence today. Both teams need some confidence from here on out. That's a great first serve.
And we are underway from Pete Henry.
A little out of system. It's a
Over
great
pass.
swing, good spot.
Delaney Kaiser on the point, and Crestline starts off with the lead.
This is a great opportunity for this is their 4th year starting for Crestline. Let's see if she can take it and go and rally off a couple points here to start a match.
Emma Kirby with the serve.
Free ball. I'd like to see them. Oh.
Little miscommunication there.
Little miscommunication. I would like to see someone in the front row take that with their hands, especially in high school volleyball. Taking free balls, anything in front of the 10-foot line with their hands really speeds up an offense and makes the other side, especially the middle blocker, work extremely hard to defend.
Brooklyn James with the serve. Back line.
That's a good spot. Good cross court. Okay, a little free ball. That's a good spot tip over the block. Free ball again.
And a miss hit gives Crestline the point and a 2-1 lead. We'd like to welcome everybody watching in on Facebook and YouTube. And as always, feel free to leave a comment and we'll give you a shout out. Marie Hudgens watching, cheering for Mansfield Senior. Brian Skoronsky, that name sounds familiar. He's at the Clear Fork Soccer press box, getting ready for the live stream right after this one. Watching. How you doing, boss? Hopefully you had a little sleep from last night. Nice volley going here.
A free ball. It's a great dig off a free ball. See if we can keep it. Yep, keeping her inside that antenna for an out-of-system ball. Unlucky. It's still early here.
On the outside of the antenna there, so Mansfield Senior gets the point. We're tied at 2 early on.
It's a great pass. Let's see if we can establish our middle. That's what I like to see. Like to see her swing at that. It's still early. It's a good spot.
Free ball back over.
Sending a lot of free balls. We got to find a way to get a kill here. Oh, hit to win, honey. I think some of these girls are a little nervous. I'm seeing a lot of tips, which it's okay if they see it. It's good to throw it, but hit until you make an error. That's always a big thing that I've learned in my gym. You're going to swing until you make a mistake, and then you can adjust and go from there. I'd like to see them swing a little bit more on both sides of the court. It's better to make an aggressive error than a weak error off a tip. Out of system. Oh, they're out of rotation. Are they going to try to contest it? Nope. Okay, so they were out of rotation. The wrong server was serving. So they're going to lose the point and the ball. Hopefully they know who goes back to serve next so this doesn't become habit.
Janiah Davis on the serve, a short one.
I like to see her set her hitters.
And
An aggressive error, but an error nonetheless. Let's see if we can have Ellie Miller going back, and let's see if she can rally a couple off. It's a great serve. It's a great pass. It's a great swing. Everything about that play was great. An aggressive serve. Their libero stepped up well, took that first ball. That's a great swing on the outside.
Daisy Manns with the kill. And once again, we're tied.
And that's the kind of swing I like to see early. You know, if you're going to make an error, make an error. Go swing hard. You can always adjust and kind of dictate where the defense is playing and how you need to adjust off your setter. But I like how they're going. She's going in early and she's going in aggressive. She can always back off if she needs to or use the tips in her arsenal if need be. But I think they're having trouble on who's serving.
So 4-4 early on. I'd like to give a shout out to Effie James. It's Brooklyn James that was serving early on, not Davis. My bad, Effie. Still a little tired from last night. My fault.
Okay, so I don't think they've screwed up their lineup yet, which is good. But let's see if they can get them back in order.
Still having conversations down here on the floor. Shout out to Effie's watching from Atlanta. Good to see you watching live and free today. Still a little break in the action.
They've got to get them moving. Just put them in order and let them go.
While we have the time, I'd like to thank our sponsors today, Scout Construction, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Tridico Sign Company, J&F Construction, and Mechanics Bank. Thank you all for allowing us to bring you this live stream live and free. Got Javar Hudgens watching. Let's Go Tigers and Teresa James on the YouTube side. So I guess while we have the time, let's we'll give you a little chance to pull up the starters one more time. For Mansfield Senior, Brooklyn Davis, Jennifer Davis, Amani Mitchell, Janiyah Hudgens, Camariah Bullock, Zaquiah Mans, Daisy Mans, Damia Mason, Kalia Addington, Araya Lawhorn, Addison Langston, and also Janiyah Davis. And for Crestline, Emma Kirby, Kenzie Pitt, Lily Higgins, Kennedy Sipes, Ellie Miller, Delaney Kaiser, Madison McCulloch, Liliana Bays, Marissa Black, Lexi McCombs, and Kendall Huffman. And I think we are finally ready to go here as Brooklyn James walks back on the court.
Let's see if this will ice her or not. Hopefully not, but she's still serve tough and serve in. Give your defense the opportunity. Give your side the opportunity to at least stay in the game and win a point.
Addison Langston to serve, and we are
It is better than
away.
not. There we go. It's a good spot. Off speed in between left front and left back. I like to see that. Maybe
Emma
a little
Kirby.
shorter. Maybe a little shorter to donut, but that was still a great swing.
Kirby,
Good
the
placement.
3-year letter winner, with a nice touch there, and Crestline back out on top, 5-4.
Out of rotation. I think there was an overlap. Yep, there's an overlap on the. Yeah, there's an overlap. So they're going to have to adjust their serve reception pattern. There they go. Let's see if Miss Lily Higgins can rally off some points here.
Now the question is that a point?
Yes, that is a point.
Okay, because they haven't put that up on the board yet.
They might be a little behind.
And
It should
there's
be
an ace.
6-6-4 or 7-6-7-4.
So we take a look at the ace here on the Tridico replay.
Oh, that's a great serve.
And another ace. So back-to-back aces here after the error gives Crestline the 3-point lead.
This is a momentum builder right here. This is a 3 or 4 point play. It was nice that they had a little break with the overlap. That gives her a little bit more confidence going back to the line. Let's see how many more. I think she's on like a 3 or 4 point run. Let's see how high she can go. This is mental right now. Mentally, she needs to stay checked in.
Higgins once again.
Good
And
spot.
it's another ace. And that's going to be a timeout for the TY Tigers. Scoreboard now reading 9-4, so Crestline building that lead after the error.
Yes, exactly. What I really, really liked is, okay, it's a little bit stressful. You have the pressure on you. You haven't really won a match so far this year, so she's just got to go back and do her job, toughen in. And once you have 1 or 2 off, you can get a little bit more creative. Like, okay, I can try to. I'm going to split the defense a little bit. I'm going to serve to zones 1 and 6, or I'm going to serve to zones 5 and 6. When she starts rallying points off like that, she's like, okay, I'm going to try to hit them short. I'm going to have a move on defense. So I think right now she's comfortable. They're going to try to ice her. They want her to miss this next serve. So hopefully she takes a deep breath, because right now it's mental. Just go back and give your side the opportunity to win the point. So just toughen in.
And if you can explain for some of the fans at home the zones on the court.
Okay, so how it kind of works, it's like a clock. So the serving corner, so where she's serving from right now, that's technically zone 1. You work your way up. That's zone 2, so it goes across 2, 3, 4. Then you go back, and then 5. And zone 6 is middle back of the court. So she's trying to make a move right and left. Way to go high. Free ball. This is a good opportunity here. Keeping the setter out of system. It's a great pass. Like to see your setter. Come on, set your hitters. A little tight. Yeah. She's gone with that dump a couple of times, and I think what she's trying to do is she's trying. Oh, is there a double contact? I'm confused.
They're going to give the point to the Bulldogs.
Okay, not bad. Let's use this free ball here, see who she's liking that right side. So free ball.
James crosses it back over. And that's into the net, so the Tigers get the point.
I would like to see their defense try to take some more balls with their hands. It speeds them up a little bit, and they've been successful so far when they've taken balls with their hands on a free ball. I just don't think Emma Kirby quite got all the way to 10 feet to take a good approach. So let's see if she can correct it right here, right now. It's a good corner. That's a good zone 1 zone.
And that's in, so give her an ace.
That was right in that corner.
Amani Mitchell.
That was a really good spot. She was not moving. She thought that was out. Okay. To the outside. Again, going for that deep, zone 5.
That was a nice touch. That looked like that would have stayed in.
Yeah, it was going to stay, and that was a good spot. Out of the back row, down ball. Pretty in system here.
James gets across.
Ooh, a little tight for her.
And it leads to another point, so now Mansfield Senior on a run. 3-0 run, it's 10-7.
Isn't it funny how the momentum changes like that? All of a sudden, you're down 4, now you're within 3.
Game of runs here in volleyball.
Game of runs in bunches. It's a great spot over the block. Even if it's a miss hit, a point is a point.
Sometimes the miss hits actually work better because it catches the defense off guard.
Absolutely, and that setter was not expecting that to happen.
11-7 now in favor of the Bulldogs. Kennedy Sipes on the serve. And another miss hit.
This is a great opportunity for Snipes to go back and just, okay, I have my first one in. I'm comfortable. Let's see how many different zones she can hit. It's a great spot. She changed up who she's serving to. There's a free ball on the play. It's in.
Nice save.
That's a good spot.
And that's going to be a point.
I feel like right in the back row right now there's just a lack of communication and there's a lack of trust, especially on those free balls. I wish that their defense would open up a little bit more because it's honestly in volleyball, even though there's 6 people on the court, it's better to be too loud than too quiet. That's when trust builds. When you get the louder you get more comfortable around each other.
And those last 2 Mansfield Senior points really brought on by the senior, Brooklyn James, senior leader for the Mansfield Senior Lady Tigers.
It's a good spot. And she got the free ball pass. She was ready. That's the tip that we've been waiting for. She's seen it, but it wasn't quite there. But when you have that perfect pass like that, that freezes that defense. She held that super long and was able to make her move like that.
So now it's the Bulldogs with a run for themselves.
Out of bounds. Air.
I like the idea of going to that right side, but just a little too much on it.
Absolutely. That's a corner that their middle back has struggled with tonight. Or it's not tonight. It's morning. We're afternoon.
It's something.
Great serve. It's something. It's some time of the day. When you're in a gym, you've got no lights. You don't know what's going on.
I've gotten maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep after doing football last night. I don't even know what day it is half the time, so don't worry about it. 16-8 your score. Crestline with their largest lead of the set.
A little tight. Good joust. That was a great touch. She was up. She was ready. Her hands, that was really pretty. Her hands were up. She was ready. She was pressed. That was a great.
Mansfield Senior going to take their final timeout of this first set. It's 17-8 in favor of Crestline, and you know it was 4-all. Crestline went on the 6-0 run. Mansfield Senior answered with a 3-0 run, but since then a 7-1 run in favor of Crestline.
Absolutely, and I think they've put a lot of pressure on them with their serve. They've done a great job of hitting them long, popping a short in, especially with this. I think it was the second serve that Emma Kirby had of her run. It was a super short serve to zone 4. So in between, it was honestly, I think it was still in like the Tiger area on the floor. making that left front move to pass the ball, that immediately takes her out as an option in their offensive set that senior high could have run for that play. So hopefully Emma Kirby is going back to the line. She's got confidence in herself that I've just gone on this great run. All I have to do is put it tough and in, and everything should work out as it should.
Shout out to Krista Johnson saying, let's go Bulldogs on the YouTube side.
Great
There's
spot.
an ace.
I would like to see her use her hands there. She's right there. If she stuck an arm out, it'd hit her. I think she's not going to let it hit her now.
Crestline now up 10.
Get out of system. Let's see a free ball and short.
Bulldogs now 6 points away from taking this opening set here.
I'd like to see her serve a little bit more short. She's done a great job deep.
And that was one of those tough serves because we saw this earlier this week at Crestview. It's up the arm. It's kind of hard to get the angle to hit it back over.
Absolutely, and she's their outside hitter right now. So her first thought I can think in her head is, okay, I got to get ready to hit the ball. So that kind of takes yourself out of the play, but in volleyball, you can't hit the ball. You can't have that third contact unless your first contact's there. So she's got to be a little bit more defensive-minded first so she can pass to attack. You can't attack until you pass the ball. There's another free ball. Out of the middle. Oh, that was aggressive throw. That's a great out-of-system ball from the setter. Beautiful. 8 feet off the net, high enough that she could get a good swing. Oh, great placement.
Ellie Miller with the kill.
I'm such a setter like that. I'm like, oh, that was just so smart how she did that. Oh, still have my setter brain.
21-8.
That's
Crestline.
that short
Whoa,
serve.
what a
That's
serve.
that short serve I was looking for. Making that left front move, and then she's pushing. She's trying to see, okay, can I get that middle to pop off to take that first ball, or can I get that, make that left front move? I like that.
That's using the net to your advantage.
Absolutely. And sometimes those are the worst. As a passer, you're like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. You're so ready to go, and you're ready to move forward, and then it feels like, oh, God, I'm stuck in the mud. Can't move my feet. This is a great run. Great run for Emma Kirby.
That one is out, so Mansfield Senior back on the board. 23-9 here. Crestline 2 points away from taking the first set.
I love her run that she had, but me in the back of my brain, never stop yourself. If you're going to miss in the court, you're in the 20s right now, give yourself an opportunity. You give your team an opportunity to try to win that point. It's a disease. Miss serves, you'll catch it.
That serve too long, so now it is set point for the Bulldogs.
See if she can keep it tough and in here. Doesn't have anything fancy.
15 set points coming up for Crestline.
There you go, tough and in.
Nice dig.
Yep.
And an error.
Double contact.
So Lady Tigers stay alive.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. Toughen in. Let's try to get that left front out of this play here. Yep, she was bailing.
And it's a little bit of a run now. Mansfield Senior hanging tough here in this first set.
Bad pass. Down ball to middle back. That's a great ball to the middle.
Oh, nice save. That goes out. So now a 4-0 run.
I think what senior high is picking up on is they're going to try to attack that left side of the court. We got their second setters in. It's a great pass. And they're going to try to keep her out of the play. It's a great tip.
And that's out. So Crestline finally gets the set finished. They take set number 1, 25-12. We're going to take a break and be back here in a moment for the second set. You're watching high school volleyball live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
One set in the books here at Mansfield Senior High School. Crestline taking that set 25-12 as we are back here. Live and free on the OH Report, Travis Berardi alongside Mackenzie Weaver. And Mackenzie, what were your takes from that first set?
A lot of missed serves, a lot of errors. I think some of this is okay. They're both trying to find their way in the world. They're trying to find their first win of the season. But what I did see, and what I think I'm going to be saying probably all season, especially in high school volleyball, volleyball is a big serve and pass game. To be successful and to function at a high level, you can't you can have the best hitters in the world. I think we kind of saw, especially saw it with the Olympics this year. You can have the best hitters in the world. You could have the most offensively aggressive team ever, and you won't win matches because you can't serve or pass the ball. I don't want to see these teams to get too far ahead of themselves, especially when they pull their outside hitters back to pass. It is a pass to attack. You don't attack to pass. You have to pass the ball first. And I think if they take good opportunities early to go on their 4 or 5 point runs in bunches, they're going to win a lot of games, and they'll win games here today.
And the Bulldogs will serve to start set number 2. That is Kennedy Sipes, the libero.
Out of system free ball. Let's see. Okay. Running our middle. I like that. I like us running our middle early. And I do like that they run a 6-2, so they have 2 setters at any given point in time. So that means they have 3 hitters to work with. And that second setter was able just to step right in, establish their middle early, and get a kill off this first point. That's a great serve.
Good pass. Free ball back over.
Okay. Establishing that middle early. Okay. A little early.
That's into the net, though, so Mansfield Senior on the board. We're tied at 1. Shout out to John Beasley for watching on Facebook right now. TY Tigers with a big win over Marion Harding last night at Arlen Field. They're 2-0.
Who have they played so far yet this year? They've played Marion Harding and who else?
And Norwalk.
Okay.
So good start for the Tigers. High hopes for them this year. Another one into the net. And Mansfield Senior now with a 2-1 lead. Yeah, there's high hopes for the TY Tigers on the football field this year, and they've gotten off to a good start.
They always have high expectations for their teams, which I like to see.
Chokey Bradley and his squad does a very good job with his kids.
In system. All right, free ball. I want to see them try to take some ball with their hands. I wish I could just yell, take it with your hands. Good out of system swing. Kept her body underneath her. I like to see that.
And James helps get that point. Mansfield Senior up 3-1. So a good start.
Not
this
a bad
set for Mansfield Senior.
Absolutely, they've done their homework. They didn't let the last set disappoint them. They're serving aggressively, and their first ball contact isn't bad. And that's what's going to make them successful.
Bit of an overpass there, and it's going to lead to another TY Tiger point.
I think also a big thing, especially in this match, it's easy to get caught watching the game as a player because sometimes the pace of the game changes a lot. So I like to see Crestline and Senior High on both parts that they're not getting caught watching and they're sticking an arm out or they're watching a ball hit the ground. It's important that they are staying in tune and going after every ball because the more you do that now, by the middle end of the season, just becomes second nature to them. See Emma Kirby rip a couple off. She served, what, like 9 points last game?
Yeah,
she
did very well.
Great spot. There we
Speaking
go.
of, there's an ace.
There it is. She's liked that in between that 4 or 5 zone, which is a pretty hard zone to hit, especially if you're in zone 1 serving, because you limit yourself to how much court you have to serve. It's an easier chance to err. Good pass. It's a free ball.
Free ball by Janiyah Hudgens.
A little too far from Donut on that tip. Good pass. Establishing their middle. It's a good rally. Free ball again. I like to see that setter get out and get to slot, get to the net quicker so her defense can play around her. Ooh, okay. Still alive. This is a good rally here.
Yeah.
This is going to be a momentum rally. Oh, there was a
Just
touch.
beyond the line.
Okay. Okay.
And
I thought I saw a touch there,
let's
but
take a look at the replay and see.
Possibly. I'm always looking for a change in the ball's direction, but it could have been
her reaction too, she kind of slumped over, so I don't know if she thought it was in or if she touched it and thought it went out. But
well, we'll never know now. That's a secret. That's a secret she'll never tell.
I mean, you or I wouldn't.
Oh, you deny till you die. That was a rule. You deny. You put on your innocent face and deny it.
Oh no, sir or madam, I did
didn't
not touch
that. And as my mom usually says, the volleyball gods don't lie. So this point will dictate.
Ball
Did she
don't
touch
lie.
it? The
ball don't lie anywhere.
The volleyball does
That's in
not
any
lie.
sport. Ball don't lie.
We always said, oh, the volleyball gods won't make it right. Oh, this is aggressive rally.
Nice
I like to
job.
see them. They're not watching. And she took it with her hands, so she must be hearing me. I'm sending her mental telepathy, like, use your hands on the first ball. It was
just in.
So the ball doesn't lie.
Ball
There was
don't
no
lie.
touch.
Just inside the line. But you have to give it to Mansfield Senior, too, running the ball more than they did in that first set.
Absolutely.
They're going after it. There's almost a couple collisions there, but they kept it up, got it back over, and that was a pretty decent rally by them.
Yes, there's a lot more communication. Even right now, even if it's a little chaotic, it'll get more effective. The longer they play together and the more balls they go after, they'll know, okay, my teammate I know is not going to get to that ball, so I got to make a better effort. They're touching a lot of balls. It's just not going back into the court, which happens, and that'll come. The more balls they touch. It's a good little run here for Emma Kirby. She's got an aggressive float serve.
Javar Hudgens, he agrees with you, Mackenzie. He says, I've been telling them exactly what Mackenzie said. We waste too many serves. That's maybe you know, if a vacancy opens up with the team, you and Javar just go down there. You know, Javar will be in his defensive stand the whole time, trying to get the team hyped up, and you can just coach him.
Absolutely.
Because Javar doesn't have enough on his plate as it is. Sorry, Coach. That one into the net.
And a timeout for Mansfield Senior.
They had a good start. They were up 4-1 or 3-1, but then a 7-1 run by Crestline has them back in control here.
And do you know what? Honestly, it's not that they're not executing, which isn't. It's not that they're not executing throughout the play. It's the one move at the end. It's the one skill that they're coming up a little bit short on, but they are super athletic. The girls really want good things for one another, so the energy is there on the court. They're not pulling away from each other when bad things happen. So honestly, I think the more touches that they get and they got to go back to the service line and get a couple more points, and I think if they finish their block and they finish their pass, they're going to be okay. They're still fighting together. We just got to see him side out quickly here. This was a good time for her to call a timeout. She let the kids work. They couldn't work through it, so she's going to try to ice her server back here. Let's see if Emma Kirby can put this serve in.
Effort is there. It's just the execution might not
The last point of execution just isn't there. Let's see if she's going to break my heart and miss a point after a serve, or miss a serve after a timeout. Okay, it was in.
Nope.
Okay. Not going to kill me with a CSS today.
So 9-4 your score right now.
I would be prepared for Crestline soon for a first or second ball coming back over, so they cannot get caught watching here. This wouldn't surprise me. And you know what? That is a little bit tight of a ball, but I would like to see them at least try to take that with their hands or send that ball over on 1 or 2. Maybe they can pass that ball probably 2 or 3 more feet off the net, but honestly, it's in the right spot where it needs to be, just a little tight for their setter. She's a little undersized. It's a good serve. Yep.
And put down, that was Amani Mitchell using her height just to flick it back over.
She just put that right down. Honestly, she didn't have to jump much. She's got long arms, put exactly where they needed to be. Their setter was caught watching. Their left and right back were caught watching.
10-5 your score. We have substitution. Just a reminder, coming up at 1 o'clock right here on the OH Report, Clear Fork, Dublin Scioto girls soccer. Brian Skoronsky, Jesse Ryder on the call of that one. This Crestline gets another point, but got some volleyball to start. And
is Dublin Scioto Division I for soccer? Is Dublin Scioto's?
They're either 1 or 2.
1 or 2. There's so many Dublins down there. You don't know.
Geez.
There's so many.
Worthingtons, Dublins, Pickeringtons, all of them.
Good swing, making that libero move. And just a miscommunication at the end. I'd like to see that setter. You know, sometimes you just have to kick her out of the way. I've had my setter, Olivia Kearns. There was one time that I tried to step in, and I was like a junior, and she was a freshman. She's like, get out of my way, and just shoved me out of the way. It's okay to do that.
Shout out Olivia.
Shout out to Olivia.
Free ball to the Tigers. Just a miss hit there. Had the idea. I think she did want that back line, but
she's
just
looking
a
for
little
those
under
corners. She's looking for the corner. Her elbow's a little low. I like to see her elbow pull up above her ear. Rule of thumb, elbow above ear, and pull that down because she's way above that block.
Free ball back over.
Good decision. I'd like to see her hit that ball still. That's going to make an aggressive move. Out of system. The back row. That's a good down ball swing, just a little long.
Nice job back there by Daisy Manns to avoid that, let it go by, and they get the point. 5-point lead for Crestline.
I'm interested to see. Okay, let's go back. Take a deep breath on the end line. Take the pressure off yourself. Let's get a good toughen and serve. It's a good spot.
Flick back over, but just out.
Wide, just wide. This is a good opportunity for senior high to get back to even right here. But Crestline's got to stop the bleeding. They just got to take a deep breath, find the easy point. Oh, she can't do that. That's it. Yep. She's got to let it drop. So in that case, in that situation, I think it's one person per their serving session. I don't know what the correct volleyball term is. I probably should know that. She's got to let the ball drop all the way. She's allowed one every service rotation. So if she lets that drop, that's fine. But if you catch it, it's like missing a serve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she's got to let it drop if her toss isn't good. Okay. It's a great float. That's a tough serve, especially to the outside hitter there.
Ooh. A little miscommunication. That's going to lead to a point.
And I like the Crestline. They've taken the initiative and the opportunity to recognize the defense and be like, okay, she is one of their first attempts to hit that ball. So we're just taking her as a complete option out of their serve reception pattern. So it really makes the setter work hard. Like, okay, if she's completely out, I either have to set my middle, and it's going to be super awkward for where they're passing right now for their middle to hit that ball, or they're going to have to send a free ball over. So they've done a great job of attacking that outside as she's in serve reception.
And Mansfield Senior a little bit showing the youth there. Davis, the freshman, she had that miscommunication on that last point, but Mansfield Senior right now, 3 seniors, 3 juniors, 4 sophomores, 2 freshmen on this team. So, they're going to graduate their 3 seniors, but they do have some younger talent that can come up, and maybe next year and the year after that, they can make a run.
Absolutely. And honestly, there's been a lot of, since I was in high school to where it is now, they've had a lot of coaching changeovers, but they do have a lot of youth and they do have a lot of talent. I would like to see them be able, again, it's a serve and pass game, so them improving in their serve and passing, and especially, cultivating that it's like a volleyball-natured school and it's a volleyball-friendly environment for these girls, because they have a lot of potential here, and they've got a lot of great talent, especially with their young kids.
Back to action here.
That was a pretty good angle for her to hit. That's really awkward.
Tucks it inside.
You got to give it to that middle. She worked Amaya Mitchell. That was an extremely hard angle to hit. Her body was open to the setter. She had a really high elbow. That was just complete. That was unlucky on the defense's part.
So 16-8 the score.
Okay, setter's out. Let's see what she can do here. They're sending a free ball. I like to see him keep it away from that libero. Up and swing.
Just gets it over.
Oh, I like the tip.
Nice effort, but just outside the line. Crestline gets the point.
I like that when she went up to swing, Emma Kermy went up to swing. She's like, oh, I'm going to hit this ball. Psych. Never thought to do that. I just always went up and hit it as absolutely as hard as I could.
Might explain the 4 All-Ohio honors, 3 first-team honors. Just hit as hard as you can. That's all you got to do.
Absolutely. I would just I can't tell you what I was imagining when I was hitting when I did that, but I was hitting the ball really hard. Okay. So a little crazy, a little out of system. Let's see if we can settle it down here.
Free ball back over.
Good communication at the end over there. I heard that from up here.
A little bit of a miss
spot. Tucked it in on zone 1. Tucked it in on zone 1. So this is an opportunity. Okay, she's going back to serve. Ellie Miller's going back to serve. They have a 10-point lead. Let's see if she can settle in here and get a little creative with her serving spots. It's a great spot.
That's an ace.
I don't think anybody realizes when that ball is coming. It's coming pretty fast, but as it's so low over the net. In high school, our thing was everything below the height of the antenna. Doesn't give the serve reception a lot of time to make a decision. That's a little too low. A little too low there, but
they call that in the game the announcer jinx.
I've been jinxing some girls tonight. I'm real sorry, sweetie. But when you serve below the height of antenna, especially when you have a float serve, because that ball changes direction so quickly, it does make it hard because you start jerking and your platform moves and you think that you're there and then you end up lunging for a ball. A little short.
Oh, got over though.
Over. I would like to see their middle front step off the net there. That gives them 5 more serve receivers if they're left in middle front, step off. There's 2 more hands that could touch that ball. It takes the pressure off the defense.
Another nice serve by Mason. That's blocked down. Mansfield Senior with a little bit of run.
That's a big block there. That's a little girl. She's working hard and she's taking the big approach, going up against 2 that's a really solid block on the right side. She set that up well. Okay, out of system. And this is the change in momentum we wanted to see in senior high, and I think they're going to take a turn here. Let's see how many points they can rally off, try to get them to even here.
Brooklyn James with the kill. It's 19-12.
I'd like to see them step up a little bit. She hasn't beaten you deep yet.
And again, just gets it over. It doesn't look like it's going to clear the net, but then just clears
it. I really think they need to step up. She has not beaten them deep, and their libero is all the way in the middle back. They need to step about. There you go, sweetie. There you go. She hasn't beaten you deep yet.
It's funny because she actually went a little bit harder, and
Absolutely,
it still led to the point.
I think their left back, their left front, and their middle front need to pull probably to the 10-foot line. When you do that, especially when your setter's in the front row, you give yourself 5 serve receivers instead of 3. They cover a little bit more area, and you're not praying to God that your left back and your middle back have to take all the balls there.
And it's Crestline now with a timeout. Mansfield Seniors cut this to 5. I'd like to thank our sponsors once again for allowing this game to be live and free for y'all on Facebook and YouTube. Scout Construction, Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers, Tridico Sign Company, J&F Construction, and Mechanics Bank. All allowing us to bring you high school volleyball, high school soccer, high school football, high school basketball, and highlights from many other sports live and free.
Live and free?
Well, most live and free. The highlights not. You can't do highlights live, but you know what I mean. You get the gist.
It's faux free. That's all we know.
Faux free.
Faux free. And she iced her. That was a good timeout for their for Crestline. Send a little ice that way. Chill her off. Cool her off.
I didn't notice until now, but you could say icing the player for multiple sports. Ice the shooter for a free throw. Ice the kicker for football. Ice the server. I did not know that was the term.
Server. I don't know if I just know my mom said it all the time. We're going to go back and we're going to ice her. Don't let her ice you.
Well, she's a pretty darn good coach, so I believe what she says when that term comes to be.
That's a great serve.
Oh, nice reaction, though, by the Lady Tigers.
She went over the block that time. She knows I'm not going back into the middle of that block again because it hasn't worked out well for her yet today. But that was a good spot right over the block. Makes that left front pull off and pass that ball, leading to a point.
22-14. Crestline 3 points away from taking a 2-0 lead here in this match.
It's a great serve.
Ace.
Sometimes I wish I was still on the ground level just to see how much that ball moves. And if you think about it, she's serving in a straight line from zone to zone. She's not serving cross court. So she has less reaction time to pass that ball than if it was served to the other side. What? Is that a lift? Yep. I could see that. I don't really think.
I think you went through what most fans just go through. What was that? Oh, okay, it was that.
I was like, I can see it, but I wouldn't call it this late.
Nonetheless, it's 23-15.
This is a side-out 1-point game for Crestline. Let's see if Senior High can rally some off here. It's a pretty good pass. It's a free ball, though. We got to set these hitters up for success here. It's a great. That's a great body control action from the outside right here. She tried to keep that back inside the antenna. Good spot. Good pace.
Decent rally going right now.
It's a good off speed. Another free ball. That was a back.
Ooh.
That's a good swing. I like that she took the initiative to swing on that ball. She's like, okay, you know what? Nobody else is going to put this point away. I'm going to do it myself.
It just came up on her a little bit too fast. She was unable to adjust, but still, that was a very good rally by both sides.
Absolutely.
Set point now for Crestline. As they look to take the 2-0 lead.
It's a pretty good set.
And that's off the antenna, so that will do it for set number 2. Crestline takes it 25-15. We're going to take a break. Be back with set number 3 live and free on the OH Report.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Two sets in the books here at Pete Henry's Gymnasium. I almost said stadium. I don't know why. Crestline leading 2-0. Travis Berardi here with Mackenzie Weaver. And same question as after the first set. What do you like out of that second set?
Do you know what I loved? Not that it was a complete change in senior high, but I felt more energy for them. It was, I don't want to say a completely different team, but from my eyes, they were running more balls down. There was more communication. There might have been a couple more collisions, but they knew, okay, next point, I know that we're not going to make that same error. So I think the serving has gotten a lot better from set one. It's a little bit more aggressive, especially for both sides. But I think the serve reception game for senior high, though that Crestline went on a couple runs, was better placement for their serve receive.
Daisy Mann starts things off with an ace.
That was a double contact, but we're going to ignore that.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie, but he's got to call it both ways. My whole thing is, okay, if you're going to make the call, you got to make it early, you got to make it often, you got to make it for both sides. But that's why I'm up here. That was in. Yep, that was in. That was a great spot. That was a panic play turned into a point. She snuck that in on the sideline.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Although
they're all good. They're all good. I shouldn't have said it that way, okay?
Well, it's okay. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
you and I would know what you mean.
Better to be lucky.
Yes. But do you know what? A point is a point is a point. We take them how they come.
A lot better way said than I.
That's okay. We won't get judged too hard. Don't judge us too hard, guys. Remember, he had a late night with football. I won't judge him too hard.
For all the volleyball fans, be like, well, you can't hit. No, I can't play volleyball. I cannot. I'll take that probably off the face 9 times out of 10. Maybe I'll pass it back once. These girls, I have nothing but respect for anybody that plays volleyball. So
there you go.
There you go.
That was a pretty good blanket apology. I appreciate that.
Plus, I've played volleyball with friends before. My wrists, I don't know how you guys do it. My hands and wrists hurt after, I don't know, maybe it's bad form.
I just remember in college we used to have, it looked like dimes. We would have dime-sized bruises.
At the University of Dayton, not Dayton University, like I said last
Dayton,
time?
yeah. No, we would have them from like our elbows to our wrists. We would have like dime-sized bruises. Oh, it would hurt so bad. I still have pictures on my phone I look at occasionally like, oh, I did that to myself. I willingly bruised myself.
Who hurt you? Myself.
Yeah.
Volleyball. The volleyball did, you know.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's 4-2 here. We're going to bring this back to the court now in the game. Crestline leading 4-2. They need one more set victory to take this match. Mansfield Senior needing to win 3 straight to take it.
And this is what I don't want to see right now. I'm seeing a little bit of sad faces. I'm seeing some heads going down. I can understand their frustration, but this is a time where they can take a deep breath, take it 1 point at a time. There's no need to look too far ahead. This is when okay, let's condense the game into little mini games. Let's turn it into a 5-point game. Let's turn it into, let's win these 3 points to get back to even. So I think if they take the game and they cut it into smaller sections, it won't be so overwhelming for senior high moving forward. Pretty good pass.
Bumped over.
I'm seeing a lot of 2-touch plays. I think that's out of panic. Let's see what they can run here.
And once again, Crestline using the net to their advantage.
I like that she sees it. I think she was going for that deep 5 corner because she had fully dropped her hips to go to the deep 5 corner. She just got lucky. I'll say she got lucky with the net there because that was close.
But she's still good as well.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's a good solid swing. Just unlucky on the pass.
And give Hudgens the point, 6-3. A shout out to Teresa James, rooting for Brooklyn. Also over on the YouTube side, Krista Johnson. Good job, Ellie.
Okay, a little tight. Go up to block.
What do you call those?
Yummies.
There you go.
We love a yummy. We don't care if the yummy is a tip or if it's a full-on, like I'm going to hit you in the face kill, which is my specialty. But we take it as they come.
Another reason why I don't play volleyball. I don't want a 90-mile-an-hour spike to rearrange my nose.
Do you know what, honestly, I don't think I've ever, I take that back. I've got hit in the face one time, like in my playing career. One time. And it was,
Who was that against?
Oh, it was a girl. She played at Buckeye Central, and I went to a club volleyball practice at Black Swamp, and I was playing on the 18s team when I was 15, just to go to a tournament with them. And she hit me so hard that I was like, my eyes started watering, and she came up and apologized and said, I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm not crying. And like, I think it hurt my dignity more than anything else. But I'm like, I'm not crying, I'm not going to cry. It was the 15-year-old at practice, I'm not going to cry. Okay, let's see what we can do. Down ball, in system.
And into the net. So Mansfield Senior trailing only 7-6 here in set number 3.
I'm seeing a little bit of a breakdown right now. It's getting later in the set. I think Crestline has been a little bit more comfortable on serve reception because they've been serving the entire game. So I'd like to see that their serve receive improve a little bit here. That was great.
And another missed hit.
Just into a big block. I wouldn't get through that.
So Davis back to serve one more time, the freshman. Outside hitter. 7-all. And now this is the point usually where Crestline at least took over in the first 2 sets. Mansfield Senior stuck around for the first 8-9 points, and then Crestline went on a run. Let's see if the Lady Tigers can avoid that and never mind.
And then you did your jinxing. We're jinxing everyone today. I think it's just the effect that we have on the game right now. Okay, let's see some aggressive serving at the end line. Remember, in is better than not in. Toughen in. There we go. Toughen in. To the outside. It's
nice
really
shot.
Good, really good off speed. But if you look there to that middle back, I want to see if their DS get a little bit more aggressive. She has run some balls down tonight, but that's like 1 or 2 steps. Get her body underneath her past that ball. I think she'd get to a couple more balls hit that way if she did that.
8-all here. Addison Langston, the other freshman on the squad, now serving. And that's going to be a little bit short, so Crestline gets the point.
I think they're shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, missing their serve, because that is a momentum killer, but they're getting the point right back. So I wonder, is this missed serve? Is it a disease? Are we going to catch it? It's like the flu. Apparently not for her, which I like to see. That's a good aggressive serve. It's a free ball. It's a yummy I would like to hit. Unlucky.
Net. Just a little bit of an overhit there, an overpass.
I would like to see her go high with that. You know, when you're that close to the net, especially when you put your arms up, you really can't see anything. I wish I could demonstrate it and break it down, but you can't see when your arms are that high. If she would go up with her hands like she did earlier, I think that would be a kill for her.
And there's another ace. And looking at the replay, I don't know the trajectory of the ball. It looked like she was going to play it correctly, and it just
dove. It dies.
It just dropped off. I really don't understand the physics of volleyball. It still amazes me how just you can make a ball move the way you can.
And you know what? When you have sweat on the ball, this is super weird. I used to take my right hand when I would serve, and I'd wipe it with sweat because it changes.
Well, they do that in baseball too.
Yeah, it changes
and all that
yeah,
stuff.
it changes the trajectory of the ball. And people are like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm wiping my sweat." Like, why? I'm like, "I'm telling you, it changes how the ball moves in the air."
Hey, if you want to be an all-state volleyball player, use your sweat.
Yeah, use your forehead sweat. Give it a little sweat, a little rub with your fingers.
I don't think with COVID protocols and everything, they
you don't know no spit. You can do sweat. You can do a little sweat. Just no spit. That might be a little foul.
And no sweat right there for Mitchell. She gets the ace. See what I did there?
I like that.
Yeah.
That was a really good. That was a 10 out of 10.
Thank
the
you.
Transition right there.
Appreciate it. Blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while, you know. Right back at you.
And the kill from the DS. We love a DS kill. You got to throw her a bone every once in a while. But when you throw her a bone, you better have the kill.
And Mansfield Senior calling a timeout. And I like this timeout. The last two sets, they let it balloon, the deficit balloon out a little bit more, and they were unable to come back. They usually made their run after the timeout, but now they're only down 3. I like the timing of the timeout.
Do you know what? I was just about to say that. I'm like, you know what? She's taking a moment. The girls had a little bit of momentum. They've shot themselves in the foot. They kind of – essentially when you miss a serve, it's like you give a team 2 points. So if you think about it, if they take back those 2 missed serves, they're even. The score is evenly matched right now. So this is a time for the girls, okay, we're going to ice our server. We're going to take her out. We're going to try to cool her off, and then we're going to let our defense and our serve receive set up, and we're going to plan our attack moving forward.
See, it only took us 5 sets to get on the same wavelength.
We're on it.
Yeah.
We're forever linked.
So about to return to action. Madison McCullough with the serve.
Okay, so we have free ball. High free ball gives them a lot of time. I like to see her set her front row right there. She's got some good hitters in the front row. Good play with her hands. It's a good set. Do you notice how fast that is when you take that ball with your first hands? It's a boom boom play.
And a miss hit, so Crestline gets the point there.
Let's see if we can extend how far she can extend this lead, or if they can cut the bleeding off here.
Lead right now 4 for Crestline. 11 points away from finishing the match. And that one into the net.
Just a little bit far outside of the antenna. As long as she keep her inside a little bit, she's got more options if she's inside that antenna than just cross court. Pretty deep serve. That was in. That was in. That was a great spot.
It. Yep. I barely got the corner. If you look on the replay.
It was in.
That was in.
Do you know what? And sometimes in situations, I don't know, I feel like in my brain, like, oh, set your middle, set your middle, set your middle. It was a really awkward situation, but I feel like her body was under control. And I mean, and I've said that side of the court, that left side of the court has been a struggle for Crestline today. And she's just been taking advantage of it. Oh, unlucky, honey. Unlucky. Got a sub.
Davis will come in for Addington. And here comes Emma Kirby. See if she can get another run herself.
She's like that short zone 4-6 today. That's been her favorite. Oh, and
nice
it's up.
save.
That's a boom, boom play. Oh, unlucky.
And that effort led to that point for the Lady Tigers. 16-12. That's Brooklyn James back to serve.
It's a great serve. That's a tough serve. Cross, that's right into zone 6.
Free ball back over.
Down the line.
And that's a nice tough shot there by Kendall Huffman.
Right, I think they were expecting her to hit cross court, and she had about 5 feet down the line to choose where she wanted to swing.
We talked about this on Tuesday. The reaction time to see that opening, it's not that long.
No, you don't have much time to see that and make a decision.
That was a good idea. That looked like that was going to stay in if she wouldn't have hit that.
On their middle here. It's a great play from the DS.
Yeah, it had to change the use of her hands there from the bump to the kind of set-like.
It's a great touch. I'd like to see her bring her back more to the center, but that's still a great touch off a swing. Outside. This is a great rally here. This is going to be a momentum play. This is going to be like an emotional momentum play. Yep.
And that's out. Leads to the point for Mansfield Senior. And at least to me, it's looked like both of these teams have gotten better as the match has gone on.
Absolutely. They're more comfortable with each other. I think that they've been running more balls down. They've had lots of opportunities to test where they want to serve and how to play defense around some of these hitters today. Down ball. It's a great spot. Out of system.
Nice block.
Oh, use your hands, use your hands. That's a good set. That's a good decision. That's a great decision right there. That's a triple block.
Free ball back over. Nice job to get that over the net.
That was tight.
Oh, and a miss hit.
2 back-to-back momentum plays right there.
One from each side, but still quality rally.
Quality
last 2
touches.
points.
Yeah, quality touches. Lots of communication. Girls working really, really hard. The libero for senior high has been working really hard tonight, touching a lot of balls that I haven't seen many kids. I mean, when we played Crestview, like St. Paul was swinging hard, and their libero was getting some touches. This libero's gotten some good touches today. And a miss serve. Let's see if they can try to get within 4 here. Let's see if she can get a little run here, 3 to 4 point run. Okay, out of system. It's a good corner.
Free ball back over.
Good touch. Oh.
And a miss hit. So it's back to a 3-point deficit.
So there's 1 point of the run. Let's see how many she can go for.
Yeah, you have to at least get 2 for 1s here the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Mansfield Senior wants to get back into this. Nicely placed. (19-15). Crestline 6 points away.
Kendall Hoffman could easily finish this off if she gives some good aggressive serves on the end line right now. I like to see them low, flat, and hitting spaces. That's a good spot. That's a good zone 2. Good
nice
touch.
Save. Can they get it back over?
Oh,
no, it goes
unlucky.
into the rafters.
That's a really, really good spot. That makes that person in zone 1 and that right front hitter make a decision. Am I going to go with my hands? Am I going to pass that ball? It caught her high. She wasn't quite ready for that. I hear a lot more talking on Crestline side. It looks like they've gotten a little bit more comfortable. Even though that's a little bit of a low set to the pin, she gives her hitters a little bit more time to make a better decision. I am hearing a lot more communication, which is really good. They've settled in with each other. Let's see if she can try to get within. They're within 4. They've been within 4 for a while. Just not enough to get over.
21-16. We have another substitution coming in. That is Lexi McCombs, the junior.
That's a great serve.
Nice serve. And an overpass out of bounds, so Crestline 3 points away. Higgins with the serve. Free ball back over.
Way to take that with her hands. Don't know who that was to. She's got to make a decision on who that's going to.
And a double hit. 23-16.
Got a sub for senior high.
Mason will come in to replace Hudgens.
She did not let that sub deter her. Yep, double.
So match point for Crestline. See if they can finish it out here. And that's an ace to finish.
That looked like it was going long. I was a little concerned there for him. Like, oh, honey. That was a really good serve.
So that'll do it. It's a clean sweep for the Crestline Bulldogs. They defeat Mansfield Senior here in set number 3, 25-16 to take the match. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with our player of the game as well as some final comments right here live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Back here at Mansfield Senior Pete Henry Gymnasium, where the Crestline Bulldogs, straight set winners over Mansfield Senior. 3 sets to none, 25-12, 25-15, and 25-16. Travis Berardi back here with Mackenzie Weaver as we await our player of the game, which will be Emma Kirby from Crestline. Just your take of the match and as it went on.
Honestly, there's a lot of, I don't want to, how do I, I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase this. Both teams hadn't found a win yet this season, so I think that it was a battle of, okay, we got to find a way to win. We got to find a way to do it as a team collectively, because I think it can really dampen your team spirit when you don't win matches early. So it was nice to see that both teams didn't let this whole experience deter them at first. Senior high's got a lot of talent. Crestline is they're working through some adversity that I could see. This was a game of pass and serve game, and it's going to serve them the rest of the season. I'd like to see some growth in the serve and the serve reception game for both teams, but overall, pretty good Saturday match.
All right, and I'm going to hand this over to Emma Kirby, our J&F Construction player of the game, and Mackenzie, you can have a little chat with her. So here is our J&F Construction player of the game.
Yep, you're good right there.
Okay.
Hi, Emma. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so this was your guys' first win of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you think this will affect you going into your games next week? I know that it can be a little bit deterring at first not to win their first couple matches. How do you guys think you're going to be going moving forward from here on out?
I think we're going to be much better than how we started. I think getting the win in is good, and now we know what it takes to win.
Absolutely. You have been, I think you and your setter, Lily Higgins, did a really, really great job at the end line today. What is your mentality when you go back to serve? Because I know, especially when I played, it was I'm going for an ace every single time, but there is a line you have to draw with, okay, how hard am I going to serve? My spots when I serve. What is your mentality when you go back to serve?
I just, honestly, I was I wanted to get aces too, because I was it's just better for the team overall, but I really just try to focus on spots more than aces. So I try to pick out players I think won't pass up as good as other ones. I try to stay away from libero.
Very good. Stay away from the girl in the different colored jersey. I love that. Okay. So looking forward, what expectations do you have for yourself? Because you are the only senior, as I can see. What do you have expectations for yourself and for your teammates the rest of the season moving forward?
I just try to do what I can for the team and do good in the front row, even though I can't block or anything. I try to just be there.
Absolutely. You did a really, really great job today. I think you guys have a lot of potential moving forward, and I see that you guys have a lot of good energy for each other. You really want good things. I think at every play, no matter good, bad, or ugly, you're trying to hit somebody's hand. And I just wanted to say, you played a great job. You played a great game today, and I hope you have the best of luck the rest of the season. I hope I see you again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day, honey.
Thank you.
That was your player of the game, brought to you by J&F Construction. Emma Kirby, the lone senior on Crestline squad.
She's so precious. She's a sweet kid. I wish her the best luck the rest of the season. She's the only senior. She's the lone one by herself. So I hope that we can see her the rest of the season. I hope to see some growth in them. So overall, not bad for a Saturday.
Yeah, not bad to start off your Saturday. Now I'm going to go home and watch some college football, because that's what we got coming up now.
Who plays today?
I think there's 4 or 5. It's called Week 0. But
Week 0? Yeah,
there's a few games going on. It's just college football. I don't care who it is. It's playing.
College
the main
football.
games start next week. But anyway, that's going to wrap things up here from Pete Henry Gymnasium. I'd like to thank everybody for watching on Facebook and YouTube today. I'd like to thank my color commentator, Mackenzie Weaver.
Always.
Not bad, once again. Pretty good job. Hayden Gray, camera operator, as always. The folks back at OH Report, BS Media Productions, Brian Skoronsky, Jory Hollenbeck, Adam Thompson, and the crew. Our sponsors today, J&F Construction, Tridico Signs, Scout Construction, Whitaker Myers, and Mechanics Bank. And like I said, most importantly, we'd like to thank you for watching. Make sure to stay tuned right here on Facebook and YouTube. We have girls soccer kicking off actually about 9 minutes ago, so they're right into it. Brian Skoronsky and Jesse Ryder are on the call of that one from the Colt Corral, so tune into there. But for now, from here, we're signing off. So long from Pete Henry.